Hello everyone, welcome to Hastaf Makargo's channel. In today's video I'm going to explain the operation of the AC receiver dryer and the AC accumulator. This is a continuation of previous videos because I have been explaining the operation of the entire air conditioning system one item at a time. And no different than before, what I'm going to do, I'm going to get this camera up close so you can see this better. So let's get started. Okay, so now that we have the camera up close, we're going to go over the drawing. The receiver dryer and the accumulator, they have the same purpose, but they work slightly different because they're going to be installed in systems that have different configurations. The receiver dryer, which you see right here, is going to be mounted in between the AC condenser and the evaporator, and the liquid line is attached to both sides. The inlet side is the one that's coming from the AC condenser, and this line is carrying, as the name implies, liquid refrigerant, high pressure liquid refrigerant. As it enters the receiver dryer, some of the moisture is going to be trapped by the desiccant material that acts as a filter, so to speak. So here you can see it, and on each side of the desiccant you're going to see two filter pads, which these pads are going to filter some of the impurities from passing through. That way, when the refrigerant comes out, it is pure liquid. There's no moisture, no debris, no metals, nothing like that. And if by chance there's still some refrigerant in its gas form, bubbles, they're just going to stay on the top, because you can tell that the pickup tube is at the bottom. That way only liquid can exit and travel towards the expansion valve. So the receiver dryer is going to have a couple different purposes. One is going to store excess refrigerant, so it's like a storage tank, so to speak. And obviously, as we just discussed, is going to absorb the moisture. That way you don't have moisture traveling towards the expansion valve, because due to its temperature it would condense enough that it would probably freeze, if it's water, and it would clog the expansion valve, so it would create problems. So you don't want that. And that is why it's so important that every time you service your air conditioning system, you replace the receiver dryer, or if it has an element that's replaceable, you replace it, because this material can only absorb so much, and once it becomes saturated, it's not going to be able to absorb any more moisture, and just like we discussed, it's going to go straight to the expansion valve, and most likely it's going to freeze, creating problems. So now let's move on to the accumulator. This one is connected to the outlet line of the evaporator. So right here, low pressure gas is going to enter, different than the dryer that had high pressure liquid. So the refrigerant that just left the evaporator enters the accumulator, and the accumulator, just like the dryer, is going to absorb moisture because it's going to have desiccant bags inside. And here, instead of seeing the pickup tube at the bottom, the pickup tube is on the top. That way it's only attracting vapor, and any refrigerant that either came in as a liquid will go to the bottom, or if it condenses enough that it becomes liquid, same thing, stays at the bottom, and only the vapor can exit through this line and go to the AC compressor. That way the compressor is only going to compress refrigerant in its gas state. There's going to be a filter right here with an orifice. That way some of the oil can travel back to the compressor, and of course there will be some of the liquid refrigerant. It's not going to be just oil, because they're going to be mixed. But you will see a filter right here. Like I said, there will be an orifice, and as this flow is happening, it will attract some of that oil so it can lubricate the compressor on a continuous cycle. Another advantage of having the accumulator right after the evaporator is that if you've been watching the videos of this series, you know that the orifice tube setup is not as efficient as the expansion valve, and there's always a possibility of liquid refrigerant entering the accumulator, and just like we discussed, it can remain at the bottom and only the gas can go to the AC compressor. Now we're going to go over this note right here. You can follow along as I read these notes, or you can read them by yourself. It's up to you. Aside from having a filter pad on each side of the desiccant, the receiver dryer usually has a strainer on each side, and normally these strainers are made of fine wire mesh. Another note, silica gel is the most common desiccant material used in receiver dryers and accumulators. And this is the material that is going to absorb that moisture so it's not traveling in your system and freezing and creating problems. And there you have it. You should have a better understanding of the function of the receiver dryer and the accumulator and how it all ties up into the AC system. If you want to stay up to date on the remaining videos related to this topic, make sure you subscribe to our channel. That way you'll know when the new video comes up. And in the meantime, thanks for watching today's video, and we'll see you next time.